Well, you know, am I speaking to a group that follows directions or doesn't? I didn't know.
Because this is going to be shooting you, kind of send it over
Send it over that way?
Forget about us.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, we're glad to have you here at the Tim's Toyota Event Center. Just so you know, to start, the building's approximately about 135,000 square feet. Right now, we just came in the back entrance where security is, and this is our loading dock area, and this is where we bring in all the supplies and events to handle whatever we're doing at the building. Could be a circus, could be a rodeo, could be the professional bull riding, could be a changeover for basketball, could be wrestling, any of those things. All the supplies go in and out of here. And then actually, I'm going to take you over this way because we have a storage area over here. If you want to follow me.
Okay, good. Go ahead, start with, this is the storage area?
This is the storage area, and as you can see, it's not real big, but behind me, you'll see some of the materials that we use because you know we have hockey 33 games a year. Now, other than those 33 games at hockey, they come in and practice. So there's a day or two of practice before hockey games. The other teams come into town, they practice. We also have open skating that we do here where people come in and rent skates and use our facilities in the 6 months that we have ice in the facility. During that time, we also have a contract with the State Athletic Association that we do all their finals. So we do the finals for state high school for cheerleading, which is called Spirit Line, volleyball, basketball, and wrestling. Behind me you can see one of the basketball stands that we use. We actually borrow them from NAU, but this is one of ours. But we have to bring the basketball stands in. We might have a hockey game, and then after the hockey game, we would put this wood on the floor. We cover the ice with all that wood. And actually last night it was covered. Last night we had an event with 750 people here for a dinner to raise some money for pregnancy advocacy. So, and we raised last night a lot of money, over $100,000 last night. Event ended about 11 o'clock. We took all the boards off so that we're ready for hockey today. Anyway, when we do basketball, back in that corner is a basketball floor. So we cover with the wood, then we put the basketball down. The Globetrotters come here. We usually do a game also with some other high school teams. We have some tournaments. We also do a game usually with NAU, Northern Arizona University. Last year it was with Brigham Young. So we use some big colleges. We've had Alabama here and things like that. So we take the basketball floor and cover it. When we have to move the bleachers back, we have to place them in here also. There's also some carpeting in the back. The carpeting in the back, we have indoor football at different times, and we also have indoor soccer. So that's kind of what this room is used for. Let's go out into the main area and I'll take you into the locker rooms. I don't know if that'll hold it either. Will. Okay. There.
Okay, well, let's just step back a little bit forward. Oh, there you go. And go ahead.
This is the Sundogs locker room. We never step on the S, it's bad luck. So just to point that out. And you can see we're getting ready for tonight's game. Again, last night, we were here till, well, we finished at about 4 this morning from doing the changeover from, about 800 people here last night. We had AC Green here. He was the speaker last night, so it really worked out pretty well. And you can see their jerseys because tonight we're honoring, the hotshots that died in the fire. So all their jerseys are like that, and we will have an auction after the game tonight. But the players had just practiced, so it's open right now, but it gives you a feeling of what it is. Later I'm going to show you the other teams' locker rooms because they're not as nice as this. They're kind of like a high school locker room. And but anyway, it's very nice locker rooms. Players like to be here because our locker rooms are so nice. Follow me this way and I'll explain some stuff as we go down the hall. Shower room. We have a little sauna area. As you go through here, we have saunas. steam rooms, another sauna. Inside this room, if you can, that's where we do our physical therapy. You know, guys get hurt in the game, whatever they need to get bandaged up. But they're very nice locker rooms. I'm going to take you out to our ice plant, and before it's on the way to the other locker room. So follow me to the ice plant. The noise that you hear is our ice plant. Under the floor, there's 7.5 miles of pipe. So once we put the ice in, which takes about 3-4 days to put the ice in before hockey, we start getting the floor cold. Under the floor, it's 11 degrees. On top of the floor, it's 16 degrees. So we have to keep the building about 65 degrees. Actually, when the ice is in, our electric bill is about $700 a day higher, just to have ice in here. That's one of the costs. This is an ammonia centered facility. Actually, right now I have to do one of the motors. So, you know, that's like $8,000. We have backups for everything we do, because if I lose the ice, we don't play hockey. I'll give you a quick tour. You won't be able to hear me in here, but I'm going to walk you around the facility. You can see how cold everything gets. It gets ice cold. This would be my temperature above the floor, which is 15 degrees, right on. This is my temperature, how I control below the floor. We like to keep it under 10 degrees. Right now it's about 8. So if I cruise through here, I know everything's appropriate. I give tours of the building. Sometimes when people ask, you know, to see what goes on, they always love this room because it's quite interesting on how the ice works. It's a glyco system with ammonia. I'm taking you up by the other locker rooms to show you what the other teams' locker rooms look like. We have a laundry room in here because we do all the laundry facilities. Hang on a minute and I'll be right back. Hello. 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 Other teams' locker rooms.
Sorry, one more time here. I missed the beginning. Go ahead.
I'm taking you into the other teams' locker rooms. We have 4 of these. So when we do like a high school tournament here and we have 4 teams, we can handle 4 other teams at a time to do different competitions. This also, I'm going to show you one of our green rooms. Like we had Miranda Lambert here, we have Willie Nelson here. We have rooms where they go to prepare. But come on in and I'll show you their locker room. Tonight we're playing the Mavericks, so this would be their locker room. Again, not quite like ours, but they're very nice. And our guys have a good time putting pictures of themselves in here to tease the other team. We'll put a Sundog picture in there or something. We have a good time. This would be a green room. And when we have people in here, example Miranda Lambert, ZZ Top, they come in and decorate these rooms. This is where they'd come to relax. They have a restroom and a shower, and this is where they come when we do other activities. And we try to plan 6 or 8 kind of concerts during the year. Give you an idea. To be out.
Shower that you talked about.
Yeah, here's one of their showers and restrooms.
Just a toilet. Got it. Okay.
This is a storage area.
That's fine. Good.
The other teams use this hallway. This is where they prepare their skates. We have a separate room where we do skate sharpening, fix hockey sticks and things like that. So this is where their equipment person takes care of everything for them in this hallway. I'm leading up to, right now, there's 2 more locker rooms right here. This we would use at other times. The referees actually use that end room. The refs would be here. This is where we house, this is the referee shower in here for hockey time. Otherwise, we would use these rooms, for one of the wrestling teams, a basketball team, whatever. And the refs come in this area. We have televisions in here so they can see what's going on. That way they can follow from our video people outside to see what's happening. But we'll set this up for them. Yeah.
Stand by and go ahead.
We have a few offices here. Actually, the food service person works out of this area. He's getting jerseys ready right now to hang up in one of our, we just kind of modified a bar upstairs, and we're going to actually name it the Jerseys, and Jim from Gabby's is going to do that. Telecommunication room. Over here are more offices. These are offices for the custodial staff, and the Sundogs use this office just to, when they come over here to prepare for the game. In the back you can see we have more storage in this area for all kind of things. We hide under the bleachers. We have chairs that go here, and hockey things go underneath this area. It's in the future, if a person were to build a building, I'd build a lot more storage area. This is pretty small for storage, but we cram everything in. Electric, and we're just going to, let's walk out in to show you where some of our food service things are, and then we'll move to the upstairs area. I have first aid right here. We have a first aid room, and in case a fan were to get hurt, a hockey player, we have ambulances and emergency staff on site. So that we also have a restroom in here. The paramedics use this area. The hospital is only like 2 blocks away, so we're fortunate to have a hospital very close. In the early years, the building, this is its 8th year for the building. You want that?
Yeah, where are we going to go next? Should I
walk down
my
there.
cart?
Yeah, where's your card at?
Are we left? And go ahead.
This is the 8th year for the hockey team starting their season. And I've been here since the first day when we started doing hockey as a patron, as a customer, a season ticket holder. So it's been fun to watch the hockey team and the progress of the building, because I've been here for a lot of the events. Actually, I was here at Clint Black when he was here in 2006. I was here some of the early days. Of course, I've been through the days when we used to pack this place, which it will be packed tonight with hockey fans. But the last few years, we've gone down to like 2,200 people at a game instead of 4,000 people a game, just because of what's going on. But anyway, as we walk down the hall, I'll show you where we do some of the food service. And then we have sold a lot of these pillars, we call them. We sell those for advertising. Everything that you see as you look up here, there will be signs, and it tells people where to go. We sell all that. So that's how we can pick up some money to generate where we are. Actually, I've only been here for 3 years. We were quite a bit in the hole when we started here 3 years ago, and today, actually, as of about this month, we're above water. We're doing okay. We're now in the black instead of in the red, and we're kind of happy with that. And I'll point out, you'll see some of the events as we go down the hall. The first concession is where, go ahead, there. And you could get these later if you want to come get the concessions.
Yeah, I will.
We don't have to talk about each one.
Well, I'll get with people.
Yeah, right.
When the doors open up.
I don't even know how much we need to film with us right now, because it's all the same.
Right.
I don't,
Gary,
yes.
an example of a concession? We don't need all of them, but could you tell?
And then, yeah, let's do, I can do this one over here, unless you want to go over to Papa John's, but we'll do this. Okay.
Yeah, maybe, do we want to get Papa John's?
You want to get Papa John's? We could go, let's walk around there, get Papa John's. And if you ever get we want the jerseys kind of in there. These are the jerseys from since the hockey team started. It's a personal collection of actually the guy that runs the food. So anyway, here we have.
I am rolling.
Oh,
So you can talk
here-
about this one. And
Yeah, this is Burgers and Brew. This is whatever we do, this one is always open. So if we don't have a lot of people in here, we open Burgers and Brew. And this is where we sell our hamburgers and our hot dogs and things like that. And in the last year and this year, we've lowered our prices to where in this facility, if you go to the movie theater or you go to a Coyotes game or something, you're going to pay $8, $9 for a beer. Cheap beer would probably be $6. Our beer's $4. And our sodas, right now, if season ticket holders are $1.50, but I have the prices up there. Right here for $8, you can get French fries, a hamburger, and a large soda. So we're trying to make this affordable for everybody to come so that if you can buy an affordable ticket, you also don't spend another $100 to come to the game. So we're making it for our concerts instead of, $12 drinks, you can come here and have something reasonable to bring your family to, mostly with hockey. But this is the main stand that we use. Yeah, there, we can get that if you want. Yeah, we're preparing tonight for an event, and different people rent space in all these corridors, and they set up at all the different tables. We actually rent spots for like $250, so all these tables are for rent and different companies come in. This is funnel cakes, corn dogs, kettle corn, shaved ice. All these different concessions are folks in the community that have, that are community people, and they have these, and they go through our concessionaire, which is called Gabby's, which that person also has 2 restaurants in town, but he does all our food service. So he manages this, they pay him a certain amount of money, and I get a percentage from him. So we actually, these are all ours, but they're all local people, and help the community. I'm going to take you over to, it's not organized yet anyway. I can tell him about it.
And go ahead.
I'm standing in front of the team store right now. We're getting organized for tonight. Again, last night at the event that we had, I had different tables all in this area. So I still have a couple hours to get ready for tonight, and we'll get the team store, but you can go in there and buy a t-shirt, buy a tie, buy a hockey puck, to get your memorabilia for the game. Lots of fans pass through here and, get stuff for the Sundogs.
Good. And go ahead.
If you were to come to our ticket office, you might want to purchase a ticket for a hockey game, or you might want to purchase one for another event that's coming up. We have a big Christmas show coming up in December, which we're selling tickets for right now. Today, people are coming up so they can get tickets early for the hockey game. We have a will call window, and then at any of the windows tonight, there will be all 5 of those open just to keep everybody really busy. So it's where you would come if you bought a puck pass or you won radio tickets. Radio stations give away tickets, and so people come here once they've won prizes and things like that, and then they redeem their coupons for tickets also.
Do you get the ticket sales sign?
I'll get that up for a will call window.
Oh boy, this is it here, and you can't see it. They'll let's see, they'll put that on. She'll have that up later. She has a sign that goes in here, okay?
I'll get that later.
That says will call.
It's totally up to you. And go ahead, Chris.
As we're walking down the hall towards Papa John's, you'll be seeing tables where we
Yeah, don't say Papa John's or
leave that out.
because then I have to edit it in a
Right.
order. But just say, here's a raffle item that
Right.
we're going to be doing, and I'll get you to try to hide your wire just a little bit better behind your
Whoops, it kind of got pulled in there.
There we go. And go ahead.
As we're walking down the hall, you saw some of the spaces where we rent things. Here's an example. We're raffling this off. It will be raffled off in December, but we start selling tickets now at all the games, and people are excited about. We raffle off from bicycles to quads to trips to all kind of things that we have at different times. So this is just one example of what we might be raffling. I'm standing in front of the Papa John's concession. You saw like funnel cakes and kettle corn. We've also reached out to some of the national chains because they help us advertise in the building. They also have restaurants in the area, in Prescott Valley and in Prescott, and it really works well because people know what their pizzas are like. So it's really been a good advantage for us to pick that up, and they work with our food vendor to service people here with pizzas. We're at the ice area now, and we're in between the practices. The teams are out eating lunch. They'll be back in a little while. It gets pretty hectic here pretty soon. So right now the building is empty. We'll be doing the final touches on everything. Directly behind me, you'll see the sound booth under the Tim's Toyota sign. People are getting suites ready. Up on top is where the other team will do their radio announcing. So this gives you a view of the building without really anything in it. So it's kind of nice seeing the ice before we get started, and you can see a slight purple hint. We made it purplish today for the ice in honor of the fallen firefighters. So we'll scrape all that off tonight. We'll be doing a couple more layers on that, and that will return back to white. But it gives you an idea what we hold about 4,000. There's 5,000 people can fit in here if you have every seat full with the suites. All these chairs behind me in the lows. Right in this area right here it holds about 4,100 people. So gives you an idea. The ice rink is approximately 195 by 90. Again, the building's about 135,000 square feet. And what you'll see is we have 23 suites, and we have approximately, right now, there's only 15 or 16 of those rented for the whole season. In the early years, they were all sold. But right now there's about 15 of them sold. Things have been picking back up. I've sold 2 in the last 2 months to new people. As right now we're having more home starts in town. Things just, I was at a meeting the other day with the city, and they're projecting 400 new home starts, where last year it was 13. So things are looking, pretty good for us. I'll take you into my office.
What I'm seeing in this picture, and go ahead.
What you're looking at right now is a hockey game from the first couple of years, and of course tonight we're hoping we hope tonight at the opening we're about that full, but it shows a full hockey rink. Shows our building to the side. As you're panning around, you'll see my office. Actually, in the background, there's some recent pictures from the professional bull riding on the wall, and that was kind of exciting. There are events where we've had from singers in the building to monster trucks to ZZ Top to, of course, our hockey, and Willie Nelson, and this was a real fun time with Merle Haggard and Ray Price. And I have their guitars out here. As you step out here, you can see Willie and Merle Haggard, and there's their guitar, and we sign some of these, and they sign them for us and give them away at events. There's other guitars right here. So we have Kenny Rogers. We have Clint Black over on this side. He was here, and there's one of his guitars. Looking over to this direction, they've been here every year, and they'll be back. The Globetrotters love coming here. So we have a good time with them in town. Again, they come in the winter. We have to cover the ice. You'll see in one of our salespeople assigned from the PBR when we did that. And we're doing 2 of those this year instead of 1. That'll work out pretty good. It works out nice. Here's ZZ Top. And you can get a shot of the crowd. Again, these are in the early days when, right now in the last few years, we've been averaging about 2,500 people at a concert instead of a sold-out crowd of 5,000 plus. So Stevie Nicks, Hart was here. So again, as we move down the hall, we also do wrestling. We do cage fighting, wrestling. We have the Lipizaners. The Lipizaners come at different times. They actually canceled their tour this year because their tour has been a little slow. And again, right down to monster trucks. And I'll take you in, you know, towards the Sundog's office.
Okay, great. And go ahead.
This is our conference room. We have meetings in here. Our team meets in here. Sometimes vendors that advertise with us, if they don't have a large enough space, they will come here and use this area or down in our bar area to run trainings and things like that. This leads into another room that we use for different things. Right now, some of the players will come in here to relax during the game or before the game. We're setting up a ping pong table. We have a couple extra offices in here we use occasionally. The radio people, the sound people will come in here and it gives them a spot to work. Sound generic, huh?
If there's any players here during the game, kick them out. Yeah, they should be playing.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Dirt. And you know, and later, you know, you can. This is our sound room, and in the sound room is where, you know, we set up the cameras. We have 2 cameras that we use, one on the far corner over there and another one right below us. And all the video equipment and everything we say during a game or an event comes out of this area. You can see, you know, our soundboard is, you know, we're as technologically savvy as any TV radio station, so it works pretty well.
Good.
Here's a suite. We'll go in here.
Weekend games, yeah. Weekdays, sometimes I'm the only one there. Oh, really?
This is one of our suites. A few of the people wrap their whole doors. It's kind of nice. One of the suites on the other side has it wrapped in the logo of the hockey team. Excuse me. This suite is the person that does our food bought this one, so he is decorating it on the inside. Please come in. And gives you an idea. I don't know if the lights are on.
I think we might want to try it again, and just if the lights do come on.
Yeah, they don't right now.
They don't come on? Okay.
They will later. I mean, here. Anyway, if you're here tonight, you're
We'll
welcome.
have at least 3 of us.
Oh, 3 of you?
Maybe.
You
Okay.
sized up this crowd pretty quickly.
Hey,
Yeah,
actually, I want
that one.
to. I'm going to do this right now, or we're going to walk away and forget. I have tickets for you to get in here.
Okay,
So this gets you in the building,
okay.
plus it gets you into this suite.
I'm rolling. Go ahead.
This is the upstairs area, and we call it the loge area. Folks buy these seats. Actually, they're $950 a seat for the season, and they get all the hockey games. We have a bar up here that we've actually just remodeled. We're in the process of actually finishing it yesterday, and this is for the suite area in the loge area. And we have food up here, and you can see the bar. And again, there's the $4 beer, and is served up here also. And there's a balcony that goes outside here. It's really nice at night looking out over the city. Behind us we have the mountains. Actually off the edge here I can see Flagstaff, and up near Williams, so I can see, you know, the peaks in the winter. It's kind of nice with the snow. So we have a great view outside of this area, and this gets very full up here.
Okay. Go ahead.
As we're walking around the loge and suite area, you'll see some signs that we use for advertising. Example, the Fireside. They actually have signs in the elevator also, and they can show off what their restaurant has to offer. So they're someone that's in the Ed District that works with us. A lot of community people know that we all need to work together here. So a lot of the businesses, you know, work with us, support us in advertising. As you look over here along the seats right on the top, you'll see some businesses that have signs along there, like Cocapelli and some others. When we refer to like section, let's say 215, I would say the Cocapelli section, they get their name on all those tickets, so they can do some advertising. The eye doctors over at Cocapelli, you know, they support us. We make sure our people go to them. I change to them. So we try to support as much as we can in the community with all the different vendors from town.
And Okay, I'm going to start on the ice, and go ahead.
We're right now in a party suite looking down on the ice, and actually on the end that we are, it's the end that our team defends this in twice. So, I mean, you know, so we can make some goals. But anyway, the arena is set up so nice, there's not a bad seat in the place. When you go to bigger arenas, you know, sometimes you're so far back. To be here in a suite area and only be a few feet from the ice, it's amazing, the sounds, and sometimes you have to hide little kids' ears from some of the players and things. This is a party suite that holds 32 seats. And again, we have some advertising in here. People in town rent this for like Christmas parties, birthday parties. Let's just say one of the larger companies in town would want to, you know, have a party for somebody. They would rent this from us. Again, Christmases, birthdays, these get filled up pretty good. The Sundogs have a suite across the way here that's exactly like this. They rent that out. And as the building, we rent this one out.
Good. I'm just going to come inside and get a shot of that advertisement. I guess there is no real advertisement. This is just
Yeah, just stuff.
stuff.
Cable One there, an advertiser, I guess.
Oh, okay. I'll shoot the cable one. These photographs, what are they?
Yeah, some of the photographs that you're looking at right now, this would be Stevie Nicks and tiptoeing through the tulips. And you could see Aldine, again back to ZZ Top, to wrestling, to another performance with a large group of people that this happened to be at the ZZ Top performance. That gives you an idea of the type of things. Some folks fix up their suites by their business. One of the optical companies in town has all their clients in there. So when you walk in, they've taken pictures of all their people and they have them on the walls. Other people might advertise if they're a contractor, they would have things in there. Pepsi-Cola would have Pepsi products in there and have some of their Pepsi signs. So whatever the company is, that's what they decorate their room with.
So the suite is actually a way for a company to promote its own business, but within the under the umbrella of Tim's Toyota
Correct.
Center. So
Correct.
You don't make any money selling these walls to anybody.
No.
It's a part of the whole suite.
Correct.
Okay. So I know that. Can we try to tie something in with a little bit of the revenue, or how renting a suite and decorating it or setting it up for a small business shows that business?
Sure, I can cover that.
Oh.
And I can just follow through.
Yeah.
As I say, if you were standing here, you could even see, like down here with Galpin Ford, if I was standing here talking, you'd see that.
Here, let's give that a try. I'm going to start tight on the sign that says Galpin Ford. Okay.
As you're looking at the distance, you can see a sign for Galpin Ford. It's an example of one of the companies that advertise with us. So what the companies do, like he will give us a certain amount of money, that's how we make revenue, on advertising that sign. Then at different times during the year, he will come in here and rent the suite from us and show his clients or his staff. You know, it's however the company likes to take care of whatever advertising they want. Because again, some people only want to take care of their staff and some want to make sure they advertise with companies. But everyone does it differently, and that's how we get our revenue. As you look around the building, you'll see many signs. So people can get different packages. Actually, somebody could have a package here that's $70,000, or they could have a sign like you saw with the fireside on the elevator that's only $2,500. So some will buy a suite for the year and then they use them for all the concerts we have, down to just having a sign. So there's different package revenues for the building for any different level or whatever the company would like to do. Example, in town we have the Ruger guns. Ruger gun does not need to advertise, but they do like to have their people in and show, take care of their staff. We have the Ace Hardware distributing for the whole, this part of the country is around here. So there's some very large companies, and everybody has a different reason for how to advertise for their company when they come in here. So again, you would see when we were down on the first floor, you saw a car. So different car companies come in, put cars in front of the building, they'll advertise, they'll have salesmen out there, and they will also then rent a suite. Now some rent them for the whole year. Then they will advertise on the walls in the suite, otherwise they just use them for an evening.
Prince, go ahead.
This is for reference, go ahead. Are we ready?
We're ready.
This going to be live?
No.
Oh, just as practicing.
Yeah, I just want your audio.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You just want some audio? You want me to talk about the real thing now?
Yeah. If you talk about the real thing,
Okay.
out the front doors and Tim's.
As you go out, or when you enter the building or leave the building in the front near the box office, you'll notice all the stores in the whole main district area right out to your left and your right. First thing you'll notice is the ample parking. There's 2 parking lots, and we can accommodate over 5,000 people in these 2 parking lots. You'll see the Hampton, you'll see Buffalo Wild Wings, Garcia's, the Harkins Theater, and then you move by a couple banks. We have Wells Fargo, Chase. We have the Fry's store, and in the Fry's area over there, there's the Streets of New York and many other small stores. To the right of them, we have the Kohl's area. It also has some small shops in its district. And then just to the right of that area, to the north, is our brand new Walmart store, which we're really happy to have, a super Walmart. And it's pretty exciting. So to have, and all the businesses are in this area. They do our advertising. Example at Fry's, you'll see a Pepsi display, or maybe other beverage displays for the games that go on. Some of the companies that work in this area, they will put truck backs on their trucks to advertise our events, because we bring in folks from Flagstaff. Right now we do some advertising in Anthem on the large sign in Anthem. So when we check credit cards, we have a large group of people coming in from North Phoenix to from Sedona to Flagstaff. So we're pretty happy. You're looking also at the main corridor that goes from here to Williams, or if you were to head to Las Vegas, that's the main road. It's also the main road on Highway 69 that goes to Prescott. So we're easy to get to.
Here we go. Hamburg, our microphone got a little bit of wind noise right now, but we'll wait for the dirt biker to. You know what? He's at the light waiting. Ready? And
Oh wait, no, I forgot what I was going to say. No, let me see.
go ahead.
One of the nice features of the center here, as you'll see, as we were discussing, we're right in the center of town. You can walk over to the theaters. You can park and have dinner if you would like at Garcia's and walk to this arena. We're right off Main Street. We're 8 miles out of Prescott, just off to my left shoulder. Prescott is there. It's a 10-minute drive. It's just a perfect location right here and easy to get to for everyone in the area.
Say it one more time. Don't give a reference to over your left shoulder, because I will just have a clear image of whatever the shot is. So again, just talk to it's great walking distance to the entertainment district, to shopping, to banking, kind of everything within stone's throw, I guess. Or
Got it.
And you can start whenever you like. Go ahead.
Some of the nice features of the building being located where it is again, as we mentioned, the parking lots, but the easy location to Main Street. We're right in the center of town. We're right off Main Street. Walking distance from downtown. You could park over at Garcia's and walk to this building. We're located just 8 miles from Prescott. Within 10 minutes, there's so many houses near here. We have folks in this area that walk here from their home, some of the apartments, instead of driving. It's just a very nice central location to get to any of the areas from any of the towns around.
gonna do it one more time. The problem that I had with it is that we've got a lot of parking, and then you focused on people just walk here and stuff. So
Leave off the parking?
well, no, you could say there's lots of parking for all of the supporting businesses that circle it, and it's the best location. We're on the corner of Main, and this is the downtown hub, like short, sweet, just like that.
As you can see, there's lots of ample parking outside, but again, one of the other main features of the building, we're just within walking distance of the stores and the restaurants. It's just a great location to park in the main area and walk here in like 2 minutes, walking distance to any of the facilities in the area.
Good, that'll be the ending. Okay. Go ahead.
My name...
Sorry, Gary. Just fix your tie.
Whoops. Good idea. That was nice. Is my zipper up?
Go ahead.
My name is Gary Spiker. I'm the general manager of the Tim's Toyota Center. I've been here for a little over 3 years. I was hired actually to help turn the building around. We've done about $1 million turnaround from what we owed and the debt that we had from 3 years ago to right now we're in the black. It's going great right now with all the events that we have.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to close that.
And the end is, I've been asked to
do the tour.
Give you a quick little video tour.
There you go.
So let's go do that now.
Okay.
And that's it. Okay. So
I'll hit that.
Yeah. We're gonna try it one more time from start.
From the start. Okay.
Start. And go ahead.
My name is Gary Spiker. I'm the general manager of the Tim's Toyota Center. I've been here a little over 3 years. I was hired 3 years ago to help turn the building around. We've done about $1 million turnaround in those 3 years to being in the black right now. I just forgot what I was going to say. How were we going to close that?
Just going to say.
I'm here to give you a tour. Let's start over. Yeah, okay. Damn it.
Maybe just hold your tie down because the wind is blowing.
Okay.
And I'm going to frame your hands.
Out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Will that sound all right to go right into that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
And when you are done, just turn and start walking toward that door so that I can.
Well, it'll show like we're going to do the tour.
Yeah. And go ahead.
My name is Gary Spiker. I'm the general manager of the Tim's Toyota Center here in Prescott Valley. I was hired 3 years ago. I've been there a little over 3 years. I was hired to help turn the building around. We were in debt $900,000 plus owed a few hundred, so it was over $1 million turnaround that we've accomplished in this 3 years. And I was asked to give a tour of this facility and building. Thank you.
To do its thing. And go ahead.
My name is Gary Spiker. I'm the general manager at the Tim's Toyota Center here in Prescott Valley. I was asked 3 years ago to be the general manager to help turn the building around from about $1 million deficit. We are now in the black. Things are going well. And I have been asked to give a video tour of the facility. So let's go.